Glancing spear. This is a front wrist grab, right hand to right hand. We've already talked about that in our colored belt series. 7 out of 10 people are right-handed. This is going to work very, very well in doing this. It's the same type of attack, but we're going to use a little bit more with it. I'm going to go to an Oregon. I want to take out an eye on this one. These techniques are not to say, hey, are there supposed to be a whole lot of moves of these? No. It's what works. Simplicity is the name of the game. If you can make it simple, it's going to work for you. You have to give it less attention. That means you can be aware of it at least, and when it's with you, it's always there. It's like diving. There's different degrees of diving. You want the count on that last dive that's really hard. If you make all the other ones really good, you don't need the last dive. It's like icing on a cake. Simple as that. Make these things work, follow through, walk with confidence, and you'll have it. The way you present yourself is going to keep a lot of people away from you. Let's watch this. As Diane comes in, she grabs my hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to counter grab her. Sort of like playing bottle tops in baseball to see who's up first. She grabs me, I grab her. I grab my own hand right here, locking my wrist right here. This is a good Aikido hold. I can take her straight down and do all kinds of power to her. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jerk her back. As I jerk her back, I'm going to take my elbow and put pressure on her elbow. From here, I'm going to change hands, elbow to her face. Counter grab, poke right to her eye. 2 strikes, very severe. Joint, going to the elbow, taking out the eye with the fingers. Piercing, going all the way through. From here, I'm going to drag up using this hand, place it in my opposite hand, pick it up, take the foot, drive it all the way down. Expose the ribs wide open. Why? It's the right side. The right side has a gland. I want to take a perfect angle that I can, an angle of opportunity, drive my kick right into the armpit. I'm going to take what I can out of there. That's the technique. Look at it. There's not that many moves, but look how severe it is. It's really severe. Let's watch it again. As Diane comes in, she grabs me. I counter grab her. I jerk her into position by elongating her arm so my pressure of elbow will go against hers to give some discomfort. I want to go more farther in discomfort. I want to go all the way to injury. From here, grab, elbow to the face, grabbing back, poking to the eye, coming up from this position. Look at the depth I have. You can see my fingers all the way through her skull. I want to do what's known as white dot, black dot. Where I touch is only the entry. Where I go to, that's where I want to be. That's getting power in all your styles. Those are a different series of tapes that you can use. Ask for them if you want to. Depth is what you want. As I penetrate, I come up, change hands, come around, drive her to the ground, locking the wrist. I got the wrist locked out in a different position. Always doing something, always controlling my opponent. Driving a kick into the side. That's what I want to do. I want to have control. I want to be able to manipulate the person that I have. Let's watch it again. This person's grabbing me. They're trying to manipulate me. We've already talked what a grab is. She thinks she has control. She doesn't have control. I'm letting her think she has. She's a boss. Big deal. I'm a leader. Big difference. That's what you're learning. You're learning to lead the opportunity that you possess. Grab, counter grab. Hyperextend the elbow. Elbow to the face. Poke to the eye. Come up. Change hands. Take her down. Lock the wrist. Look at the wrist, how far back I have it turned. Stomp into the ribs. That's what you want. Breaking the ribs. Shutting down another vital organ. You've taken out the eye and possibly a lung. That's really bad. Now she only has one of each. It's a bad place to be. She won't do it again. Let's watch it. Wrist grab, grab, hyperextend, elbow, finger poke, grab, come around, break her down, stomp to the ribs, cross out. That's all. It's all for a grab. Not just a grab, the intent, the first thing. What started this fight to begin with? We don't know that. We don't have the time to go through it. We don't need a series of tapes for that. It's because of one thing. Whatever escalated into a problem, like a war, we weren't able to negotiate. We couldn't figure out what's the problems or differences that we have between each other. It got to a physical act. When it's too physical, you have to respond. If you're going to be a victor, it has to be immediate. If you're going to be a victim, you can take your time because it's out of your hands anyway. I hope you want to be the victor. With these tapes, you can't be a loser. No way. The best thing you've ever done is put the money on Panther. You got it. Number one. Wrist grab, grab, hyperextend, elbow, finger poke, grab, come around, break her down, stomp to the ribs, cross out.